All right, what's up, my dudes? My name's Jason.
I'm Noah.
Today, we're gonna show you how to level a lawn. We're gonna run into some different things this time around compared to Maddie's. Noah's gonna just briefly tell you what we got going on today.
So on this one, we're dealing with high spots and low spots. With the high spots, we're making sure that we're filling the low spots and trying to bring it up to that high spot so it's not such a rounded hill. We want to be able to smooth it out and level as much as we can. And you'll see different various spots where we're gonna have to go pretty much both directions, and you're not gonna have a perfect situation here, but in this case, this is what we're working with, trying to level it up as best as we can.
The primary goal today is to give the homeowner, it's gonna make it easy for him to mow. You're never gonna run into the perfect situation every time. If you're leveling out your lawn, we'll show you the budget way, knocking out a level lawn, smoothing it out so you can get some nice stripes later on down the road. All right, dudes, let's get started. Yeah. Yo, come to me. There you is. All right, so we got the pile. Yep, and we're just gonna start getting wheelbarrows down and then spread them out, just kind of rough everything in, and then we'll pull out that 2x4 like we did last time. Try to get it as level as possible. We had some things we got to worry about here, or like kind of run into, is one thing we got to kind of keep in mind is it's kind of high in some areas, so we'll do our best to keep it level, but without some major equipment, we're not gonna be able to get it level, but it's gonna be smooth enough for this guy to keep mowing. So that's the biggest thing.
First step, kind of even distribute to your areas. If you got multiple sections, then we start to kind of level it out with the rake. If you decide to go into the 2x4 phase, it makes it a lot easier to pull back all this dirt because you're filling in the ruts and filling in the lumps and things like that.
Roughly spread it around as best you can. Try to get it as close as you can to level, and then you use the 2x4 if you want to use that method, and then that's when you can start screeding it.
Screed, yeah. That's basically a leveling concrete technique, and you're basically taking a 2x4 and you're just pulling it back. As you pull back the dirt, you want to make sure that you kind of have a pile kind of filled up. You're filling in the holes basically when you're pulling back 2x4.
Because of the situation we have here, the lawn was already pretty high. If you look at the neighbor's yard, you look at the surrounding ones, you'll see that the existing was pretty high. In a perfect ideal situation is you would actually remove everything first, kind of what Yard Bra did for his yard. Get everything set to the level of the concrete sidewalk, driveway, and then you level everything out. So when the mower goes, it's nice and smooth transition. But because of what we have here, and we're not pulling out all the sod, we're just gonna have to do our best to tie in and at least make it smooth. So when the mower goes on top of it and mows, it's not gonna be bumpy. You can see on the edge here, right now Noah's trying to just screed in a different direction to try to tie into the concrete there, to the driveway here, into the yard next to it. So a lot of things to think about here, but ultimate goal is to make it easy for the mower to do his thing and not be bumpy and not scalp here and there. So we're just trying to take out as many high spots as we can, low spots, fill them, and just make it smooth. We're trying to fill in just low spots where the screed isn't touching. That way screed can do what it's supposed to do and pull material where it needs to go. And that's about it. We got everything screeded to where, you know, it's best as it's gonna get. So what we're gonna do now is roll this in. Noah's gonna hop on with the roller, roll this thing in, compact it just enough to where when we go to seed and everything, it doesn't create dips, and we're not compacting it to like a certain percentage. We're just trying to prevent it from shifting around as much as possible. Damn, bro, looking good. The grass, not you. Yeah, the roller is important, super important actually, because if we were to just start walking on that thing before we rolled it, there's gonna be dips and divots. The seed and everything is just gonna settle weird. This is like a pre-settle. If you get in close, you can kind of see there's kind of humps here and there where the roller left some marks. So all we're gonna do is just take a lawn level and just knock those down. And any imperfections, we're just gonna kind of take them out a little bit. Just kind of real light. And this is gonna disturb the surface just enough so when we seed and then rake it in, it's gonna allow that good seed to soil contact. But yeah, you just wanna give it a nice once over, done.
Just rolling it in, just to pack it down so it kind of settles in, and then we're gonna go right over with the leveler and straighten it out. Simple.
I guess it's my turn.
There it is. The leveler is like a test mower. This is basically the way it sits flat onto it. That's how your mower is going to be sitting too. So it's a good test for the level rake.
Guest, be our guest. Put our service to the test.
Well, you were saying that because you can see the hump in the middle, right? It's kind of doming out. What we can do with the extra material is put it more on the edges to raise it up to that hump. We're gonna take the extra material that we have and we're gonna fill up the edges so to kind of level it up this way to the hump. So it'll be just all one. It's gonna be a little bit higher than what we were, expecting, but also we have low spots up to the front, so we can fill most of the material up to the front and bring it back to the bottom of the concrete here. Right now I'm starting pulling from the edge. So usually at your lowest spot, you start there too. One side stays flat over here, and then this side, you can see it starts to kind of go uphill. So it has a slight incline, and that's what you're gonna follow along with these edges here. So I was just basically filling up the edges here. And usually if you have a low spot, you can see that I'm just kind of just throwing some dirt in there to fill it in and then pull it right back. I'm putting all my pressure onto the concrete here. So that's where all your pressure is going.
Just saying to make sure it's
Yeah.
pre-compacted.
If we put more material on this side, you're basically creating like a lip, which is what we don't want on the driving side. You want to try to be as level as you can there. Now I'm in the area where it's humped, like where the hump is. If I were to move over to the left, you can see, and I'm put pressure here, you can see that it's going a little bit higher on this end side of the 2x4. So where I'm gonna start is at the higher point here, and that's where I'm gonna create my line. So I'm digging in here to make sure that I'm still level with the existing soil over here, and I pull from here. So I just continue that leveling stage.
The main purpose of this, if you can't get it to a, like, I'm gonna put a level on this thing and see if the bubble's in the middle, that's not gonna be the case at all with this situation. What Noah is trying to accomplish here is just to make it smooth. When he puts that mower on that, he does not wanna be, he just wants it to be nice and smooth.
The chitty chitty bang bang.
The chitty chitty bang.
Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, yeah!
Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Yeah, we do not want the chitty chitty bang bangs for this one. Main thing is just keep it smooth, especially on his main. He wants this one to be noise. This is gonna be the statement piece right here. Just like the sidewalk strip, there is a little bit of a, you know, a lip. So we're just trying to make it as smooth as possible, pulling much material, try to connect the dots a bit. And right now the pressure, for the most part, if you see on my side, there might be a little gap because of just the humps and lumps and everything. So Noah's gonna hold more of the pressure just to try to, as close to the sidewalk as possible. Oh, same, 2 more?
Yeah.
All right, so now we just try to get a little rhythm going. 1 more, by your side.
Keep going.
Oh, 2 more, 1 more, 1 big one. I'm still gonna apply as much pressure I can, but I'm kind of tied in with what we got. So, I guess it's a good thing I have them long arms. Noah, he's pulling screed right now, trying to tie in on his left side, your right side. And then also with the end here, we're trying to just make it smooth. He's built up the pile. So as a raker, the best thing is just to help him out a little bit so he's not pulling all that material all the time. Try to make his life easier. Noah's feeling it. This is hard work. Some of these guys that do concrete, they be doing this for not soil, concrete. Noah's been doing this a while, or he had in the past, and they be doing this over like 40,000 square feet, 30,000 square feet. But it is tough work. So next step is roll it, and then we'll hit it with the lawn rake, or the lawn level, just to knock down the roller marks, and it's ready for seed and peat moss.
See you, Noah.
We're buttoning up things right here. We're just kind of sweeping the sidewalks, trying to clean it up. It's a lot of material. Let's get this thing rolled in, lawn leveled out, and then we'll go from there. Helps compact those thick areas. Knock down those roller marks, rough it up a little bit so the material can accept that seed, that good seed to soil contact. Next thing is watering, seed, starter fert, peat moss. You guys know the process. You guys know the process.
Yeah, that's what I liked about us the other day.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have to tell you guys the next process you're going to do.
Or we know that yard broad process.
Oh, no. I love that.
That's a wrap today. Today's a hard day. Learned a lot. Look at that. Look how level this thing is though. Look how level that thing is. Nice and smooth. That's what we're trying to accomplish here. Try to make it easy for, you know, homeowners to mow their lawns without any hassle, scalping, just the irritation of all that. From the first step, getting the big pile of material on site, all the way to spreading it out, raking it in, screeding, doing all these different steps. And it's just a process. You just follow the process, trust the process, and you'll get results like this. So this is the end product. ER, bro. Putting in that work. Putting in that work. Oh no. Not the gimbal. Thanks for joining us today on this incredible ride, this tutorial video. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more just like it. If you learned something today, like the video. But seriously, I hope you guys learned something today. It was fun knocking this project out with Yard Bra. It's been amazing. Apply a different technique that you guys may not have seen before. Hopefully see some good results. We're excited about Maddie's. This one, it's gonna be super exciting as well. So we'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy. Yeah.
That was perfect. You guys go. Oh, this is.
Thank you. Good to see you. Should take like 25 minutes.
Right? That's why we're kind of taking our time and just videoing. Say what's up, my dudes. I get random people all the time walking up to me in places. Jason!
Jason. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. What's up, pimp? What's up, babe? Look at this. Look at your good work here.
Yeah, it's coming home.
I never knew how to Dougie. Yeah, is it? This is Jason, Carlos.
Hi, Carlos.
Carlos, I want to say one thing first. Great job, by the way.
Thank you.
Looking good. That looks ridiculous. This is my friend here, Jason. Mousse.
I got something for you.
Okay.
For comfort.
Oh no, he didn't. Are they built for comfort or are they built for speed? Well, these guys are built for speed. I'm built more for like comfort. I'm dead. This guy. I hate you.
Comfort tools.
Dude, Poe is crazy, man.